Good evening, and welcome to the second annual Black Fine Art Month celebration, presented in association with the DuSable Museum of African American History in Chicago, a Smithsonian Institution affiliate. This year, we celebrate Black women artists under the theme, A Woman's Work. I'm Devorah Crable, a founding member of Pigment International. The challenge of COVID-19 compels us to host this virtual celebration virtually this year, and the opportunity of COVID-19 allows us to reach new, unprecedented audiences from all around the world. The Black Fine Art Month experience, featuring dynamic conversations with art world luminaries exploring a variety of pertinent issues, can now be experienced from the comfort of your own home, with friends and colleagues from all around the world at the same time. So I invite you to call everyone that you know. Tell them to hashtag us at #PigmentINTL or #BlackFineArtMonth, and get on the phone and call them as well. But we are so delighted that we're able to bring this to you virtually. Imagine being able to share the magnificence of this museum with people who may never be able to come here, who are living out of the country. And maybe for those who are living here, you'll have a reinvigorated opportunity to come and visit in person the home that Dr. Margaret Burroughs built. This museum was co-founded by a woman, a philanthropist, a culturalist, and an artist. And for the second year, we are going to be hosted here by Perri Irmer, who is another great Black woman in the arts, who is a leader, the CEO, and president of the DuSable Museum of African American History, our partner for our second year celebration of Black Fine Art Month.
Hi everyone, I'm Perri Irmer, President and CEO of the DuSable Museum of African American History here in Chicago. We are so proud and honored to partner once again with Pigment International. We're in our second year of partnership with Pigment International now for Black Fine Art Month. You know, the DuSable Museum of African American History is the oldest independent Black museum in the nation. We're a Smithsonian Institution affiliate and founded by a Black woman artist, Dr. Margaret T. Burroughs. At this point in our collective history, our missions couldn't be more important than they are right now. The DuSable, we educate all people through African American history and culture and art. And it's those artists, those Black artists, who in times of crisis really respond and really bring that creativity to the message and the mission of Black Americans and people of African descent. So this year, coming up in 2021, we will be celebrating our 60th anniversary and have no better time than to partner with the wonderful team at Pigment International in this shared mission to bring Black excellence to everyone. Thank you, and we look forward to all of the wonderful offerings of Pigment International this Black Fine Art Month.
Pigment International is a multimedia art collective dedicated to telling the story of Black artists. We are art lovers who believe the world has been made better because of the contributions of those Black artists. Our goal is to use our journalism, marketing, and PR skills to advance the Black aesthetic in the visual arts. Pigment connects creators, collectors, curators, investors, and other stakeholders in the Black art ecosystem. We create programming that sparks dialogue and that we hope inspires you to learn more about Black artists and their work. Pigment International is a multimedia platform that produces the Pigment Magazine, Pigment Daily, and Pigment Newsletter. We use our skills to expand the visibility of Black artists, and we work with them to identify opportunities to expand their practices, gain recognition, and secure their legacies. And As you've heard, we are the creators of Black Fine Art Month. And while this recognition began in Chicago, our hope is that others across the country will seize it as an opportunity to celebrate Black art culture in their cities. This recognition belongs to everyone, and we can't realize that goal without you. This year, we will be celebrating the work of Black women artists under the theme of Women's Work. We have engaged nationally to present substantial discussions on the state of Black art virtually with our nationwide committee and our platform partner, New Day Culture. And based on the articles about the disparities that exist for Black artists within the mainstream art world, this effort is perfectly timed. You can learn more about our programming by visiting www.blackfineartmonth.com. There, you will find complimentary registration for this year's Salon Talks. 2020, we know, is a year unlike any other in our lifetime, and we have a front row seat to how artists are interpreting it. Black artists have earned and deserve this recognition. Let's pull together something positive from the wreckage that has been this year and adopt this celebration as one that is long overdue. Dr. Margaret Burroughs, artist, educator, institution builder, and founder of the DuSable Museum, asked the question, what will your legacy be? For us, Black Fine Art Month is that legacy.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Robin Kelly. Throughout history, Black artists have inspired us with the power of their imaginations and creative works that heal, uplift, and transform our community. There is no limit to the works Black artists create in all art forms. Their remarkable work reflects a wide range of experiences and perspectives of our community. Because of this legacy, I introduced into the congressional record for the first time ever last year, language denoting this month as Black Fine Arts Month. Hosted by Pigment International in partnership with the DuSable Museum of African American History, a Smithsonian affiliate, this month provides an opportunity to pause and celebrate the artistic achievements of African Americans. While 2020 has been a year unlike any other, visual artists have captured the challenges and triumphs associated with this moment of racial reckoning during a global pandemic. To these artists, I say, keep creating. We need your voice. My colleague, the late Congressman John Lewis, greatly appreciated the work of Black artists. This love started during his time at Fisk University, and he collected art for 50 years and even helped write a graphic novel to introduce the civil rights movement to a new generation. He said, seeing our work in the struggle depicted on canvas and in other forms was very uplifting. As we celebrate Black Fine Art Month, let's remember John's words and seek to find the uplifting in all art and in all struggle. Thank you to the Pigment International and the members of the 2020 Black Fine Arts Month Committee for their efforts to expand the celebration of fine art and Black artists. At no other moment in our history have we needed to build bridges of hope among all people. Art allows us to do that. Have a wonderful Black Fine Art Month.
Now, all through the month of October, you are going to be introduced to and you will hear from prolific individuals who are just doing extraordinary work in the art community. You're going to hear from the gallerists, the art critics, the art administrators, art appraisers, academicians, and even, of course, the great, brilliant artists who are just offering us just magnificent work. All of the panels were assembled by our national partners, including Janice Bond, Deputy Director, Contemporary Art Museum of Houston; Diane Deakins-Carr, DDC Consulting Group, Incorporated, Chicago; Cynthia Henry, Azia Gallery, Milwaukee; Ted Ellis, T. Ellis Art, Dallas; and Paul Branton, Branton Art, Chicago. The work of Deborah Roberts is featured on the cover of the current issue of Pigment magazine. And inside of this very special issue, we're featuring 3 women artists whose stories capsulate 3 generations of thought regarding the progress of Black women in the arts: Deborah Roberts, Harmonia Rosales, and the iconic Samela Lewis. Full Black Fine Art Month information is available on our website at blackfineartmonth.com. Pigment International founded an advisory board this year to help guide us to even greater success. Our advisory board members bring a wealth of resources, information, and expertise to advance our mission. We are honored to have on our team Shirley Evans-Wolford, President of Lambert Risk Management; Rodney Harrington, Co-Chairman of Channing Management; and Patricia Blessman, philanthropist, Kodak Foundation, clinical psychologist, and art collector. She joins us today with a special message from our advisory board.
Art transcends cultural boundaries. Art allows us to see, feel, and thus experience the world beyond the ways that mere words can convey. I am an art collector and supporter of Pigment International. It is my pleasure and an honor to be on the advisory board and to champion the artists of Pigment International, as well as champion Pigment International's initiative, Black Fine Arts Month. Creativity takes courage. The artist takes whatever it is they believe or experience and through their work puts it out there so the public can see. Artists, through their work, reflect the spirit, the energy, the concerns, the values, and the joys of the culture and the community around them. Free headspace to challenge intellectual assumptions or to be inspired about a reimagined possible future. Art is particularly relevant in this historical epoch. Just as prior pandemics influenced the work of artists, so too the current pandemic and political unrest will shape and inform artistic expression. Art heals not only the artisans who create art, art also heals those who appreciate art. It's especially important now. Art has the potential to outlive its creator and us. 100 years from now, when our descendants look back at this time, what will they see in the art of this time? The art movements that result from 2020 going forward, just as it did after the Spanish flu of 1918, will explore the prevailing sentiments, the inner and outer struggles of people, and the ways in which they tried to cope. One of my favorite artists, Romare Bearden, said, "What I have attempted to do is establish a world through art in which the validity of my Negro experience could live and make its own magic." So on that note, let's, you and I, validate the Black experience and welcome the power and the magic of Black Fine Arts Month 2020.
So before we proceed with Black Fine Art Month 2020 celebration, allow me to acknowledge and offer just an abundance of gratitude to all of our partners, our sponsors, our committee members, and your support for joining us here this evening. I'm Devorah Crable, and this is the second annual celebration of Black Fine Art Month 2020. Enjoy.